Can we make some noise before we start? A bit more, come on. You can do it better. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Wow. That's the energy that you guys bring to this room. You're a pocket-sized powerhouse, and I'm so glad to be here today, filled with so much of enthusiasm, courage, stubbornness, and everything. Today's topic, it's the voice, but not the noise. What does it mean? Usually, noise denotes the clutter in your head. And voice is nothing but the clarity in your head. We often get mixed up in our everyday life. We are so distracted with so many people we meet, the cell phone, the news that we consume, the people that we talk to, or the gatherings that we go to. We kind of lose focus because there's so much of input happening into your senses on an everyday basis, right? So we tend to lose control of what exactly we are doing. And we also get confused about who we are, what our purpose is, what is our goal, in which direction are we heading. So we often hear our parents or teachers telling us, you're so confused, you're so confused. What does it mean? I personally feel it's all the clutter in our head. Nobody wants to be confused, right? They all want to have clarity, but the nature is such that it doesn't leave you to be in one solid state of mind. Mind is a monkey, does its job really well. But who controls the mind? You. So it's always you versus you. Yeah. So I went through a very different experience in the year 2022. Imagine sitting in a room for 10 days in a row where there is absolute silence. Your fellow batchmates are just like objects because you can't talk to them, you can't make eye contact with them, no sign language, you have nothing to read, nothing to write, not even a small pawn shop if you want to go grab a chocolate. It's a very confined space where it's just you and the silence. This thought itself is so uncomfortable. Many people say, hey, I can't do it. Hey, I can't do it. So I heard about this in the year 2019. And for 3 years, I struggled and I finally made up my mind in 2022. So what is this experience? So let me set a context before we get into that place. So I'm an actor. I started my career when I was 7 years old. And I lost my dad when I was 19. So at a very young age, I had to wear the shoe of being the breadwinner of the home. Then I have my career. I have to shape it up the way I want. I have my dreams. Then I've been an RJ. A media consultant, I have a corporate career on the other side. In every single part of my life, all I have done is actively sell myself every day. Sir, I'm good at this, sir, I'm good at that. I'm amazing, I can do this, I can do that. Or when you go on stage, you're talking. I've almost done about 6,000, 8,000 hours of jockeying, radio jockeying, right? So you're constantly talking to people to build the shows. But somewhere I felt extremely hollow about one aspect. And what is that one aspect? Is that I had to face myself every single time. In front of the mirror, when you stand, you need to face yourself. And I was very uncomfortable about one point. And that was the silence in my head. I couldn't face my silence. Your mind is a monkey. There are so many random thoughts popping up all the time. But what do you exactly want? Why so many thoughts? Why am I even thinking about so many random people who I don't even care about? Why does their validation mean or matter to me? So I realized that I have led a life where I have been pleasing people because it's a service-oriented job. If I'm an actor. If they like my job, they'll appreciate it. It's my bread and butter. If not, no. So I had to constantly please people to earn a piece of living, or I was expected to behave a certain way. So that put me in a boundary, and that's where the conflict started. So I had many new challenges because from 7 to 32, I've been an actor, public personality, host, speaker, whatever. At 32, I kind of hit a threshold because I was saturated doing what I was doing. I wanted to try new things because it's only one life. You're going to die and you can't try once again. And I had so many thoughts that I wanted to do new things. So I moved on from my on-screen career to an off-screen career where we started a production house, direction, and so on and so forth. I was newly married. That's another bigger challenge because marriage takes a lot of your life because you got to come in sync with the energy of your partner. It doesn't happen. You got to work on it over a period of time. It's not at all easy, but it's beautiful. It makes you a better person. Trust me when I say this. Apart from that, I have to win my own piece of bread again, financial stress. I have to pay the rent. I have to run the family. I have to feed myself, go outside, buy new things. All of this was there. So this whole clutter led me into one corner. And what is that? I could never quietly sit in a place and face myself. The minute I close my eyes, so many random thoughts popping up. This got really irritating. In fact, we all tend to think so much in isolation. And when we are alone or when you are confined in a space, you can't sit. Can you sit in a room for more than one day? No, you want to get out, talk to people, get the sunlight, see new people, energy. But the truth is, you cannot face your own thoughts. And we expect the whole world to tolerate us. So that's where I wanted to fix this. I wanted to be living comfortably with myself. I should be happy when I look back. I shouldn't have any regrets. Nor should I be mulling over things that I couldn't control at that moment, right? So that's where it took me to a corner. So for a moment, let's all close our eyes for a moment and just observe. Close your eyes. It's okay. Sir, you're still seeing me. Close your eyes. Everybody, close your eyes. So many random thoughts, right? I'm sure somebody might be even thinking about me and what I'm saying right now. Yeah, you can open your eyes, yeah? So if you observe, in that silence, so many thoughts were not even about now. It was from your past or you're speculating your future, right? So Vipassana is one such meditation technique which will help you teach the power of now or the art of being there at that moment or the celebrating thatness, right? So I enrolled myself. It's a free program, more like a scholarship. And so what did I do in that course? For 10 days, we have a routine. It's a timetable where you follow a 14-hour meditation pattern in different day paths. For 2-3 hours, you have your own chores to do, where you clean your room, you wash your clothes, you live with yourself. And you sleep for a short while, and morning you're up at 4 again, and you're meditating. This was a mind-blowing experience, to live with yourself. Because no phones, my wife is not calling me. Hey, where are you? Can we go out tonight? There's absolutely no diversion at all. And that's where I realized how polluted our mind is. We consume so many things that we actually don't want in our life. But unfortunately, it's inevitable at times. Let me come back to this point later when we speak about karma. But for now, In the 10 days, what happened? It was an absolutely, what do I say? It's a space where you could really experience what your thoughts are. And if I may continue, the 6th day, I was feeling so vulnerable. I wanted to move out. I wanted to quit. I can't take this anymore. Because so many actions from my past I was revisiting, and I felt so vulnerable. Whatever I was so confident about in my life, for a moment I felt, was it a mistake? It might be so many things, the people who I have made friends with or unfriended, or my ex-girlfriends, or my fights with random people that I've had on the street, or things that I have fought for. All these things was questioned over that 6 days, and I felt so vulnerable. And I was not in a safe space. I wanted to quit. So in this entire 10 days, you get one slot to talk to your guru. And that's the only conversation that you will have. And the job of that guru is to put you back on path. I went to him and I said, sir, I feel so vulnerable. What do I do? And he said, see, this is very natural in the process. But I want you to understand you're in a very safe space because you're not doing any new karma. I was like, that word karma hit me. So what does the word karma mean? It's not necessarily any action with any greater meaning. Now you're listening to me. It's karma. You cannot unsee or unhear what I have said or what you have seen. Like this, while going on the street, you see a bike, you see a dog, you hear a song. So many things happen. So there is action and reaction happening constantly. Your mind is processing, do I want it or do I don't want it? You have the selective memory. You want to store what you want to store in your head. So that process is karma. So even if you don't want, there is some action and reaction happening at the subconscious level of your mind. And that's where I felt a moment of pause, this 10 days, gave so much of a breather. Because after 6 or 7 days, all those random thoughts, the pollution in your head, they don't stop. They don't come again. They stop. Because it reaches a saturation point. Your mind knows, because there is no karma, there is no meanings attached to it, this person has just decided to let this go, it'll stop processing and just start looking at things objectively, nothing subjectively. So it's an amazing feeling. So we tend to attach feelings to every action that we have, by nature. Somebody is born today in a hospital. Are we all happy, celebrating? Somebody is dead today in the crematorium. Are we all sad about it? No. We attach feelings to our actions. We give greater meanings to every situation. He is my friend. She is not valid. She is not talking to me. He spoke something wrong about me. If you don't attach any meanings to it, it has no meaning at all. It is 100% subjective, not objective. So the process of shifting your mind, thinking from subjective to objective, is the agenda. Because objectively, everybody is right or everybody has a purpose. Once you stand in their shoe, you tend to empathize or understand and become a greater person. On that note, what did I gain in this 10 days process? One thing was very certain: control the controllable. What you think about me now is not under my control. But what I can make you think about me now is definitely under my control. So once you do things, it has its own reaction. So don't worry about things that you cannot control. And some of my takeaway is something like this: be in present, be pleasant. You don't have to really worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. It's not under your control. So many actions are there. What has already happened, you can't do anything about it. So being in present is the most important aspect of our everyday life, is what I feel. Emotions are like waves. They rise, they fall. They rise, they fall. What you feel about me today might not be the same. What you feel about your girlfriend today might not be the same after 2 years. That's why people part ways over a period of time. Emotions are very, very temporary. It rise, fall, and they go away, right? It's better to be silent at many situations rather than speaking something unnecessary and messing up the whole positive things that could have happened. So don't give in to that anxiety. Just breathe. Wait for that moment to happen. And awareness is everything. You got to learn to witness your own thoughts. When you're thinking, there's another mind which is observing what you're thinking. And if you get to that state of mind, you're a rock star. Nobody can stop you. Because awareness is everything. When you're happy, you're aware. When you're sad, you're aware. When you're afraid of a situation, you're still aware. So awareness is everything. And listen to your voice. After all the pollution is gone down, deep inside, there's your alter ego, the good side of you, speaking some sense in your mind. Listen to it. It's not just emotional, but also practical at times. And finally, you might say, what did you become after 10 days? Many people thought I'm going to become a saint. No, definitely not. It's only one life. The beauty is to stay there in insanity and have a balance between this and that. Running away from everything is not life. Doing everything in the name of saying one YOLO, you live only once, is not life. That balance. Neither the past nor the future. Achieving that equilibrium is extremely important as we grow older in our life. So I'm definitely not a perfect person, but I'm better than what I was yesterday, and I'm so proud about it because I did it for myself. And finally, ignore the noise in your head. Take a moment, take 5 deep breaths, relax, calm down. Don't make decisions or say things when you're in anger or when you're filled with emotions. Just be there. When you are in a very calm state of mind, make decisions. You will really cherish those decisions, is all I can say. Ignore the noise, just listen to the voice. Yours lovingly, Vinayaka Joshi. Thank you.